Hello friend, welcome back to Auto Resource YouTube channel. Here you are looking with me on 2007 Volkswagen Jetta 2.5, which I have purchased recently from Copart. This is that slight damage on the passenger side, and that's the reason why it has a salvage title. But when it finally arrived, it came with more problems than just the damage on the outside. What I discovered really quickly, that neither of the rear doors were working. The door locks or something was broken and I couldn't open neither of rear doors. And what was happening here, I couldn't open it using that internal handle. Right? I couldn't open it from inside. I couldn't open it from outside. I kept pushing those door locks, right? Cycling it and thinking maybe that will help. I could hear everything working here in the back, but doors were absolutely stuck and I couldn't get in there. I did a bunch of research and I was able to figure out what the problem is and how to make those to work again. This door is completely fixed. It works all the time, even after locking, the system unlocking, everything works perfectly. When this Jetta was delivered to me, I opened the trunk and there were 3 lock assemblies in the trunk. I have no idea why they failed or why they were replaced, but all of them by the date seem to be original from 2007 year. The reason I'm showing it, that means they are already in the back replacement, right? There are 3 lock assemblies were replaced, but I didn't use any parts to repair this problem, right? The door was completely stuck and I basically made it working. And what I'm talking about is adjusting the release cable, which you don't see right now, it's inside of the door, which is between the exterior handle and I can show you here on those locks. That little cable is attached to this part right here. And I explained that problem in the other video and I will explain it once again. This is the lever where it's connected with that short cable to the outside door handle, right? And this is becoming stuck sometimes and it's not going backwards all the way back for so-called resetting of that entire lock assembly. And when it doesn't happen, it doesn't matter if your central locking system works correctly or not. Either the inner door handle, which is connected here, or outside door handle, which is connected to here, neither of them are able to open that door lock, which is right here, right? Because this one didn't go all the way back. So it's not this one which causes the problem, it's actually this lever. And I think that was enough for theory. Let's go fix it. So driver side is completely finished and we will show it how to repair this on the passenger. So you know that after I release this, right, I'm finally able to use the inner door handle and perfectly open the door, because that reset, right, we were talking about happened here, and this is that entire lock assembly is not pulled by this, right? So I can use at least the inner one, but we want to repair it completely and this is how it will go. And the whole repair, I started with removing this so-called concealment cap, right? They call it concealment because there could be hidden lock underneath in the case of the front ones. Here it's just a plastic cap. Now, how do I remove it without damaging anything, right? So I will open the door right here, and I will be not prying on it outside here. You will just scratch the paint and it will not go. You have to gain the access to the screw, which is hidden behind this panel. And that panel is basically some kind of rubber molding which is hiding a lot of screws, mainly those which are for a removal of the outer skin, right? This door panel, if you remove it, you don't get access almost to anything. I will say to the speaker, but that's it. If you want to work on this door lock or window motor and other stuff, you have to remove this door skin, right? The Volkswagen completely changed the whole process here. I was able, the last one, remove just with a bare fingers. You don't need any prying tools. Let's see if it's true also here. Look at it carefully, right? It's a plastic fasteners. Oh, this one is squished, so somebody was here already. Look at it. This was, oh yeah, of course. These door locks were all changed, right? In the past. So look at this, I will show you that. This is the detail of these fasteners, right? They're just popped in. This one is, somebody was in a hurry, so didn't put it in that hole correctly and damage it. But it's okay, it's just one of them. One of them fell off. So I'm putting it back, clip it back in the place, right? Just want to pay attention to the detail, and I will put this entire part on the side. And of course somebody was here previously, because I just had all these door locks assemblies on the table, right, showing you that they were replaced in the past. This is aftermarket, some black tape. On the other side was different one, and this is our entry for turning the screw for this cap. To unscrew that, you need a Torx T20, right? And it better be long one. Will be nicer if it's longer like this one, but the 20 I have only in this size. But you look inside, I'm a little bit getting in your way, sorry for that. But you find that head of that bolt, right? And that's a securing bolt for that outer part. You just need to find it and you start unscrewing that, right? So look at it. It's nicely, this little screwdriver, Torx screwdriver is coming out. After all these turns, I'm supposed to leave the screw there, right? And I should be able to remove this cap. Is it still in your view? Yes, it is. So look, I will pull on the handle and pull on that cap, and look at this. We have this part also nicely out without damaging anything. Now comes for me the hard part, to show you perfectly the detail. So look at that little tab, right? That's that release cable retainer, and here in that handle you actually see entire area where you can place that retainer, right? It's adjustable. And if you saw the other video, that retainer was all the way up to here. So it was really stretched and it was at its max. And that was the mistake. That actually was what was stopping me from opening those doors. Look at this. If I will grab that cable, right, at the retainer, I can open the door. There's no problem. Look at that. It just perfectly opens. I will grab that cable with the needle nose pliers without scratching anything and damaging. And I want to show you, it has a grooves on it. Is there enough light? Do you see this area? There are grooves on that side. Do you see it? Which goes or locks into that handle. So what I have discovered on the other side, I learned this whole thing on the other side, right? If I take that retainer and stretch it all the way out like it was, right here, do you see that? The same problem will happen. I will be able, look, open and close the doors. That's great, right? But after I will cycle central locking system, lock and unlock. After I will lock it and then unlock on the other side, and same here, you can see it stopped working, right? So once again, that one cycle, now it's locked, look, doesn't work, and I unlock it right now. The door won't open, it will, after using only once, the lock and unlock, right after using it only once, that was enough to create the same situation which was before. The door is completely stuck, the outside handle cannot open, inside handle cannot open, and we are back to the beginning. So that's what I learned on the other side. You have to adjust this part, and let's do it right now. So I will zoom on it a little bit closer, use that little pick or little screwdriver, whatever, once again, right? And now I will basically push it inside, right? Trying to let you to see. There are all these grooves, so it can be adjusted, right? So I will push it inside in this position. Now let's see what will happen. And look, without touching anything, right, it immediately works again. So we release the tension from that cable and connected it when the little cable is stretched, but it's not pulling on that lock mechanism. And that's the whole deal here. And again, for non-believers, right, thinking something will happen when I will put it back together, I will put it back together in front of you. You can keep watching me, right? So I pull this, I just reconfirm this cable, and that retainer is nicely in the place. I will carefully insert this cover, right? It goes nicely in. I can reconfirm it still works, right? So now I will go ahead, excuse me door, I don't want to scratch you. I will screw in this Torx 20 and I will just let it run, right? The video, I will not edit it. So even the non-believers can believe that this is possible, right? You don't have to spend a lot of money. Well, we heard some noise, some sound. Maybe now it will not work. Huh? What do you say? Something popped in it. Look at it. Inner door, right? I will lock it. Nothing, and this should be the second, right? One, nothing, second, open. So it perfectly works. We have that screw correctly in the place, right? And all I have to do, push on nicely, carefully this plastic, kind of rubberized plastic cover. I confirm another function of the vehicle. After I closed it last time, I kept watching all the dome lights, right, which are on the ceiling, so they correctly went off. So all the switches, all the micro switches on both sides are sending correct signal to the ECM zone, and it's really working correctly. So I checked all these fasteners. I try to straighten the squished one, right? Now I carefully will be putting it on, I don't want to damage any of those and buying them later. Sure, it's expensive. So I start on the bottom, which is harder, right? Then looking from the side. Is it a squished one? Maybe. And observing, right, the details. It's always important because you prevent damaging this fragile plastic. Look at it. It's nicely thin. As I said, the light came on again and they will go off in just a second. And let's go ahead and do one more confirmation. We didn't try the central locking, right? Oh look, it just locked itself. Did you hear that? So I will unlock it. Right, the whole car is open, right? I know the windows are down, but hopefully it will not do anything to the alarm. One beep, right? That's a lock. Two are unlocked. Look at it. It's perfectly working. All the doors, even the other one I did in the past without you. It was my learning, right? This one. All these details. Can we unlock it? Right, let's see. Perfect. So once again, I'm very happy to show you this. Not even for myself, but to share with you. We were able to fix two completely stuck doors, which couldn't move, right? All it needs, the knowledge, the research, and we didn't spend any money for the parts. How you like that? And obviously this is used vehicle, right, with 150,000 miles on the clock and approximately 13 years old. So there will be more things to fix on it, right? So if you don't want to miss those videos, please be subscribed. Thank you for watching and have a great day, my friend.